Every time I talk about Mario Maker 3D, haters tell me it's impossible. It will never happen. Hard to make a 3D. Nintendo can't do it. It's time to prove them wrong. Not only will I show you that 3D Mario Maker is possible, but I will also show you how it could work. I'll be using a free and amazing fan-made game called Mario Builder 64 to explain my points. The biggest problem people mention is that editing in 3D would be way too hard. Mario Builder 64 solves this problem by making it really simple and straightforward, similar to Mario Maker. When you're editing, the camera's locked into a 3D grid, so instead of squares, everything is cubes. You can only look in 4 directions to simplify the whole process. The right control stick moves up and down, and the left control stick moves everything else. The hotbar works just like in Mario Maker 2. You go into the list of elements, pick what you want, and then it goes into the bar of recently used items. When you place it down, there might be some text and little arrows that appear above the hotbar. That tells you there are variations on that item, and you can swap with the D-pad left or right to see all of the different options. Some people worry that Nintendo always caters to young players, and this would be way too hard for them to figure out. Look, if kids can figure out Minecraft, they can figure out Mario Maker 3D. Mario Builder 64 makes it really simple by starting you out with ground blocks and slopes and having them on the main toolbar. When players are ready to get more advanced, they can open up the full menu and test out other ground options. Similar to Yamamura's Dojo, Nintendo can make tutorials that teach the player how to build small parts of a level first and have levels that have size limitations to make sure players aren't overwhelmed. The more they play, the more new features that they can unlock. As long as the user interface is intuitive like Mario Builder 64, it shouldn't be an issue for any player to figure out how to use the editor. I think the biggest hurdle for Nintendo will be having course parts from each game fit into all the different styles. In Mario Maker 2, you can keep everything you've made as you swap between most styles. Nintendo could make this work for Mario Maker 3D, even if they have to be a little creative to do it. It'll take a lot of work to make new models in every style and make sure that the mechanics are consistent, but it's definitely possible. They can make game-specific mechanics like capturing with Cappy only work in the Mario Odyssey style, but make those enemies able to appear in all game styles. The worst part of Mario Maker 2 is the 3D world style not sharing parts with the other styles. My biggest worry is that they make each game style a separate thing and make you start from scratch when swapping to a new style. If all styles are separate and you can't mix and match course elements, everything will eventually feel limited and stale. I'm hoping they learn their lesson from Mario Maker 2 and won't make this happen. The next problem I hear is, but what about the way you control Mario? It's so different each game. Well, just like in Mario Maker 2, each time you switch game style, it also changes the way you control Mario. In Mario Odyssey, you can use Cappy and have the advanced movement, but in Mario 64, you can't use any special Cappy jumps. I don't see this being a problem, as Mario Maker 2 was able to have spin jumps and wall jumps only in certain styles while keeping everything else intact. Another way Nintendo could tackle different Mario movesets is through game-specific power-ups. Mario Maker 2 has a few power-ups that change the way you can play, such as the Master Sword power-up and the Super Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom. They could adopt this idea and have a Cappy power-up that can be added into all styles that lets Mario capture enemies. Not every enemy would be able to be captured, just like in the real game, but it'd be awesome to include mechanics in the different game styles. But how can the level themes work if the games are so different? Each game style would have overall themes, but they would adapt to feel like that specific game. For instance, the desert in Mario 64 would be based on Shifting Sandland, but in Mario Odyssey, it would have the Sand Kingdom look. Swap the skybox to take the themes a step further, changing the sky and surrounding area. You can even add pre-made effects like ashes or snow to your level for more variety without adding too much complexity. How will Nintendo make the game feel unique and not just the same as the original 3D games? Well, in Mario Maker 2, they created new power-ups like the Super Hammer in the 3D World style, so I hope they add new power-ups to Mario Maker 3D. Mario Builder 64 has a wingsuit that lets Mario use fuel to fly long distances, or just use a crowbar to smash Goombas to smithereens. How will water or lava work in 3D? Mario Builder 64 handles this really well. Instead of being locked into just underwater or forest themes, you can place any liquid on any level. Let's start with water as an example. You have 2 options. You can place down a block of it wherever you want, or you can select from a menu to make the entire level have water at a specific height. If you want the water to rise and fall, these water crystals from Mario 64 make it so the player can change the height of the water as they play. If water isn't your thing, you can fill the ground around with quicksand or lava instead. Nintendo doesn't trust users to type appropriate messages for message blocks, so how are they going to fix this in Mario Maker 3D? Sometimes a level needs to tell the player what to do. Mario Builder 64 lets players add message signs or NPCs with pre-made messages to choose from. These messages would automatically translate based on what language you're playing in, so the language barrier won't be a problem. Nintendo always worries about people abusing the system and writing inappropriate things, so I think this is a perfect middle ground. The next problem I hear is, won't adding level events be too hard for regular users? Nintendo can make events simple for anyone to add in, like these Koopa the Quick races. All you do is place his pathway markers wherever you want, and off he goes. He can even cheat if you want to make it a real challenge. This could also add other simple events like jump roping challenges or Koopa walking challenges for Mario Odyssey. If there's no flagpole, how would we even upload a course? Well, instead of having one specific endpoint, players would need to grab every star in a level without dying to complete the clear check. Then, once a player's in the level, their progress will save after each star they collect, so they wouldn't need to backtrack to get a star again. How could night theme mechanics return to Mario Maker 3D? You know, I hate that the cool effects are tied to specific level themes, so Mario Builder 64 has a good answer to this: level badges. Each badge affects gameplay in some way, and you could force the player to use it for a whole level, or just place it next to a section of the course to change how they need to play. To truly see how easy or difficult it is to build in 3D, I will make my very first level. I asked you guys what you wanted me to make, and you said I should revolve my level around the special caps in Mario 64. To make it a real challenge, I'll only give myself 1 hour to make the best level possible, starting right now. I'm gonna start with small level, not underwater, but desert sounds cool. We'll just call this caps. So now we're in a empty level. So I'm going to just get the caps out and experiment a little bit. I know the metal cap can just kind of walk through water. So if I put these, this is just a test, by the way. I know it doesn't look great so far, but let's say we place it like this, so they don't hurt me when I'm metal. So that's good to know. So we're gonna work backwards. I'm gonna get a star first. So we'll put this here in the corner. I kind of want to have it like slope up, and then we will go some nice sand here. Okay, we got the star. Now we got to build backwards. That's super cool, actually. The water conforms to the slope too. Put these bombies in here. Let's go this direction. Close out this little spot. I kind of want to put like an enemy launching stuff at you up here too. A few more bombs around here. I think I can make it so you need the vanish cap to get in here. That could be cool too. I'm going to put a big iron mesh. See what that's like. That's kind of cool. All right, we got a weird looking little house there. But it's cool. One puzzle down. What's a good wing cap one? Maybe I'll do flying for some red coins. I want to do 8 just as the classic number here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do one on top of here. For now, I'm just going to kind of create little areas and then hopefully tie it all together. But I want this to be a quicksand area. Let's see if that works out. Ooh, slow quicksand. Let's try that. Let's see how metal cap handles slow quicksand. It does not handle it well. How about vanish cap? Okay, no matter what cap you wear, you're gonna fall in the quicksand. Good to know. If you're in metal cap, can you avoid being shocked by the amps? That might be an interesting thing to do. You know what? Let's just throw a bunch of stuff in. We'll start with this guy and throw in some amps and just check to see how it goes. Okay, so it shocks you but doesn't hurt you. Same with the fire. You can run through the fire with the metal cap. That's actually going to be something useful we'll use. I'm going to make a way better starting area. This is not currently the best. All right, we got our 3 caps. Let's put the starting spot for Mario. I do need a red coin area. Okay, so there's this little island in the sky that you need to get to once you collect all the red coins. Ooh, on-off blocks or timer block. So maybe we do on-off blocks combined with the wing cap. So the idea is we're only going to be able to get certain coins if we have the correct on-off switch state. I need to have the on-off switch as well. So let's do that. And we'll test that to see if that works. Okay, that's kind of interesting. And I need to have a way of us getting up higher. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to use a moving platform. I can put this in a corner that they have to go discover and make it just go way up high. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then we're gonna just do this. We'll make a giant tower looking thing here, like that, and then we'll go down. And then I can do something inside of this too. Could be interesting. Okay, that is very tall. That's cool though. For now, let's do the wing cap up here. So this is going to be the only spot you can get the wing cap. And then I think I'm also going to put the blue block up there. So we've got the red on-off switch, but we need the blue still. If I'm really mean, I put both switches up here, but I'm not that mean. Or am I? I'll do both switches here and both switches there. We can just make them like little islands now. And then I can put a red coin on there. So I'm going to do a couple that are in vertical rings there. We got the 2 in the on-off blocks. And then we'll do one there. Maybe this is like red coin to show you to go on top of that. We'll do one down here and then we'll build around it. I'll make it in a hole or something. All right, I think we're good on the red coins. This will be a pole climbing area, but you need the vanish cap. I'm going to make it so you have to jump between them at certain spots, but then I'm going to put mesh in between. This idea could be really cool, or it could be really, really bad. So let's put the vanish block in. I'm going to make this some like red brick thing. And to avoid people just flying there, I'm going to just do some of this. Okay, well that looks interesting. I got to put a star up there and make sure it's even possible. Yeah, it's kind of cool. If I'm a little bit faster, I think it would work. Hey, look at that. Cool. All right, this area is done. The wing cap flying to get a bunch of coins is done. This thing is not done. This could be cool for lava. This is an interesting way to use it so you can't fly in over the top. I think I'm just gonna make this like, it's like a fire maze. We'll put an amp in the center, or 2. Kind of want to hide the star somewhere. I think I've got an idea for it. I'm gonna put more of these things around this area specifically. This will be kind of funny. All right, we got our fire maze. I might double stack it so that it's a little bit more maze-like. Oh no! Object limit reached! Okay, yeah, that's fair. It was too many. So we're just gonna leave it like this. This will be my little boss arena here. Does this affect the enemies too? Because that'd be pretty interesting. Add a boss right here, who hopefully will have a star inside of their head. I gotta make more space for entities. I'm gonna delete this starting area, because I got a lot of space in the middle of the level. So you're gonna metal it up, and then we got the metal and vanish on this thing. I think it makes more sense to start kind of in the center. It doesn't need to have caps, actually. Might be better if it doesn't. Does the quicksand on the floor do anything for me? Probably not. Let me just change that. We'll just make it into sand, and then this can be quicksand or regular quicksand or something. I think for the amount of time I have, this is the best I can do. Let me place some coins real quick. Okay, we got that. We got one of these. Got that. Yeah, this would be nice to have a little bit of coins around it. And then we're gonna need some NPCs. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, we got that little puddle right there. That's all nice. Let's give this toad some coins around him too. This toad can say the same thing here. I feel like I'd need just a random little island with an NPC on it for no reason. That'd be kind of fun. Let's put this monkey there, and let's just have it say something random. Let's make it a mystery. Okay, I think that's all the time I have. Hopefully it doesn't break, and it's like decent, kind of. Maybe a singular coin up here with the monkey. I think that's all I could do. All right, well, here goes nothing. Definitely has some improvements to be made, but I'm happy with what we got done in an hour. Howdy! That was a good sign. Well placed. Okay, so we'll start by going this way. We start with this metal block maze, and we gotta find where to go. We only have a certain time limit. I see it back there. Oh, it's blocked up. Oh, man. Hey-oh! All right. Yeah, I would refine that a little bit if I had more time. So let's go here next. We got a nice little toad here. Hello. You'll need the vanish cap to get through here. Okay, good to know. But I also have the metal cap, so I'm gonna get both. Okay, so now we can go through these big bomb things without getting hurt. And we were able to go through the grate. And there. Let's go through the jumpy section here. Hello, Mr. Toad. You'll need the vanish cap to get through here. Okay, we'll grab this vanish cap, and we gotta climb. We gotta move quick. Come on, Mario, go faster. Whoa, that was a crazy jump. Woo! Just barely got it. Okay. And we got to the top. All right, now we explore. We find that there's a little secret thing back here. Oop, I can still get it later. So now we gotta get all the red coins. All right, so there's an arrow here. Grab this one. Nice. We can get this one. Beautiful. We'll go here next. We can stomp on this guy. Grab this one. Okay, and then we can switch it back. Oh, this might be terrible. I'm sorry for designing it this way. Okay, go, go, go. Get away from there. I'll be able to hopefully get this one now. Let's do a little backflip. My new plan is to just grab this one first. Whoa! Okay, close call. And then come back around and get this one. Beautiful. And I know where the last one is. The 8th red coin. It's in this little hidden nook right here. Heyo! Yay! All right. And last but not least, the boss fight, which I'm right now realizing I didn't have time to figure out how to incorporate a cap. So now I'm feeling pretty dumb. So that middle is quicksand, very deadly. Can't touch it, I'll die instantly. No! He pushed me in. Okay, one more. We can stay away from that quicksand and not get pushed into. All right. Oh, that's so anticlimactic. I thought a star was gonna come out. But there you have it, Mario Maker 3D. Imagine what a team of superstars at Nintendo can do to make this a reality. To see 200 things we need in Mario Maker 3, click on the video on screen now. I'm Arrowstotle, and thanks for watching.